afternoon, students and advisors. My name is Robin Capetto, a member of the board's Economic Education team, and welcome to the 2024 National College Fed Challenge Winner Ceremony.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jean Durr, also from the board's Economic Education team. And to kick off today's program, we'll hear from a few folks around the Federal Reserve. First, we'll hear from Neera Harikrishnan, a senior research assistant in the Division of Financial Stability and a former College Fed Challenge competitor. Neera?
Hi, everyone. My name is Neera Harikrishnan, and as mentioned, I'm a senior research assistant at the board. I've been at the board for about 2.5 years, but my journey at the Fed started a little before that. My senior year, I also participated in the College Fed Challenge, and my team ended up becoming a finalist as well. This competition is one of the best ways to interact with the Federal Reserve as a college student. Judging your Q&As, looking at your video policy presentations, I could see how much understanding and effort you all put into making a policy decision. When I was researching economic conditions, much like you guys this round, to prepare for a presentation or reading through FOMC press conference transcripts to prepare for the Q&A, I remember knowing that I wanted to do more of this. I wanted to keep researching economic conditions and feel like I was making an impact in the same way that the Federal Reserve does on a daily basis. As a research assistant, I'm meeting those exact goals. I've learned so much about the kind of research economists do on the daily, the kind of policy questions they're expected to answer. I've been able to publish research myself and work on helping answer important policy questions like what does the dollar forecast look like this round, or what financial vulnerabilities does the growth of AI exacerbate. I think the Fed Challenge is one of the best outreach tools that the Fed has. I don't know if I would be where I am today if I wasn't a participant in the Fed Challenge. If you are feeling similarly of, I want to do more economic research, I really enjoy the work that I was doing while I was preparing for this competition and I want to do more, I would say that the Research Assistant Program is the best pipeline to do that. Like I said, I've been able to do so much research. I've been able to answer policy questions. But on top of that, I feel like I'm really making an impact, especially being someone so young in the field of economics. And that's also one of the things that I love about the Federal Reserve, our outreach. In addition to my daily, 9 to 5 tasks, I also am able to teach high school economics to students either through our AP Macro Micro program, through Fed Ed, which is an RA-led organization, or Econ 181, which is another project that we have. So the outreach for economics kind of starts at the College Fed Challenge at our age, and it just keeps going from there. So this is probably one of the main reasons why I'm at the Fed. And if you want to keep doing the work that you're doing, or want to feel like your daily life is like the College Fed Challenge, I would definitely say the Research Assistant Program is a great step in achieving those goals. And I'll pass it on. Thank you.
Thanks so much. I'm just going to share a few short slides, sort of carrying on this thought of, if you are interested in coming to join us here at the board. Um, and so I won't dive in as much. I think Neera did a great job explaining why our research assistant program is an excellent program for everyone. So I would definitely encourage you to consider applying for the research assistant program, and I'll drop this link into the chat box, and we'll also share it in an email afterwards. But we are currently have our applications open for the spring cycle until January 31st. So this is for anybody who is graduating either this December or in May, or May or June coming up. I definitely encourage you to consider applying for the research assistant program. Applications are due by January 31st, and they'll be doing interviews in the spring. And if you're selected, you would start sometime next summer. Great 2-year program. At the end of those 2 years, we'll gently sort of throw you into the world. We see some of our research assistants move on to graduate programs. Others might move on to other positions here at the board or within our Federal Reserve Bank partners. And some go into other industries, but you leave with a couple years of great work experience, really hands-on work. I'd also highlight that our 12 Federal Reserve banks also have research assistants. So we'll share this link, our fedeconjobs.org. So if you're looking for research assistant roles across the system, you will need to apply separately to each reserve bank, but a number of them do currently have their applications still open. So another good opportunity, sort of looking at economic issues for a particular district within the system. So definitely consider that if you're sort of interested in staying in a particular region of the country. For anybody not graduating yet, I would highlight our summer internship program. We have closed applications for summer 2025. However, we will be, for anybody thinking 2026, I know that seems far and away, but it'll be here before we know it. I would encourage you to think about our summer internship program. We start recruiting in September, October for the following summer. And so it's a great way to get sort of hands-on experience. We have a number of economic research interns, and they basically it's like having a mini research assistant program just for the 10 to 12 weeks that you're with us. So a great opportunity to experience that. We're currently conducting interviews for next summer's interns. We do also have a few year-round intern positions for those of you who might be interested in joining us part-time during the school year and full-time during the summer. Those kind of posts across our different divisions as needed. And so just check out our career site, which I'll show you shortly, for to see about those opportunities. A few just reminders when you are applying for our internship roles. We do require U.S. citizenship for our board interns, but all of the reserve banks do hire interns. A few of them are still recruiting right now. I definitely know, I believe it was Chicago and San Francisco are still accepting applications for interns, and a few of the other districts might be as well. So consider looking at their internship opportunities when you are sort of searching for the next internship for yourself. For our other positions, for those of you who might be interested in the research position, but you might actually want to look at some of the other opportunities that we have, I would encourage you to visit our main careers page, federalreserve.gov/careers. This is where we post all of our positions, including the internships, and this is a great opportunity to see what's sort of out there. I know there's a lot on this particular screen, and it's not to say that we are recruiting all of these positions all of the time, but you will see these positions regularly posted. So this is a good way. You can see some of your economic background will actually fit into a number of these different roles. So research assistant role is a great opportunity, but we have financial analyst, financial institution policy analyst, community development analyst. We have folks focusing on our payment systems. We look for folks with economics background to manage some of our data with our financial systems analyst roles. We have anybody you know who might be in a computer science background. We look for those for our software developers. Within our communications team, we have a number of public communications and internal communications roles, as well as sort of technology specialists across all of our different divisions. So really, there are a variety of opportunities out there as you're considering sort of what's the next step for you once you graduate. Just a few little tips as you are considering positions to apply for. You'll submit through our career site, which again, we'll be sharing that link after today's session. It's definitely okay to apply for multiple roles, but make sure you're reading the job postings and making sure you're applying to the roles that really match your skills and backgrounds. So don't apply for a research assistant and an architect position in the same role, unless you are that amazing person studying both economics and architecture. We encourage you to tailor your resume and your cover letter to our positions. While we are a federal agency, we don't require a federal resume, so we definitely prefer a private sector resume for your applications. And then just again, here's our site, and we certainly encourage you to follow us on LinkedIn. We post all of our positions there. And if you have any questions, you can reach out to us at frbrecruiting@frb.gov. So with that, I will hand things, I think, back over to Robin. I'll stop sharing.
Thank you so much, Laura. Thank you. Thank you for all of that information. So next, we're going to hear from Chair Powell. Jerome H. Powell first took office as the chair of the Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve System on February 5th, 2018, for a 4-year term. He was reappointed to the office and sworn in for a second 4-year term on May 23rd, 2022. Mr. Powell also serves as chairman of the Federal Open Market Committee. It is my pleasure and honor to turn it over to Chair Powell.
Thank you, Robin, and thank you to the students, advisors, and others participating and watching today for joining us. This is the 21st year that the Federal Reserve Board has hosted the College Fed Challenge. You could say this competition is now old enough to be a senior in college. Like soon-to-be graduates, Fed Challenge has changed, improved, and expanded its capacity over recent years. And I'm excited to say that this year's event is the largest ever, with 119 schools from 31 states participating. It is a testament to the growing interest from students who want to learn about the Fed, our monetary policy making the Federal Open Market Committee, or FOMC, and the important decisions entrusted to us. At the Fed, we see lots of data and use powerful models and other tools to forecast the economic outlook and to understand the implications for monetary policy. But I believe that no tool can adequately substitute for the collective judgment and wisdom of the FOMC in making decisions that affect everyone in America. Each time the FOMC meets, we carefully consider incoming economic data and engage in a dialogue to determine the best policy to pursue our dual mandate goals of maximum employment and price stability. Through the Fed Challenge experience, you have gone through similar deliberations and no doubt have gained a better understanding of the economy and the Fed's role in it. Fed Challenge gives you a chance to practice the argumentation, persuasion, and compromise necessary to reach a consensus. Perhaps this experience will spur you to pursue further study of economics and finance. I hope that some of you will choose that path and one day bring those skills back here to the Fed. In fact, some of the Fed staff judging this year's competition were past participants. Whether you take that path or not, I know all of you will benefit from this experience as you pursue your education and career goals. Shortly, we will announce the 6 teams that are the finalists in the 2024 Fed Challenge before announcing this year's winning team. The 6 finalists advanced by winning a preliminary round held virtually in October and a semifinal round earlier this year. While only one team will be judged the winner, all of you should be proud of the hard work you put in and the skill you exhibited to advance in this competition. I want to thank all the judges in the preliminary and final rounds who have given their time and brought their expertise and experience to the evaluation of each team's work. The judges for the final round were Li-Shing Su, Lead Risk Management Specialist at the Federal Reserve Bank of Chicago, Brian Doyle, Deputy Director of the Division of International Finance at the Board, and Robert Tetlow, a Senior Advisor in the Board's Division of Monetary Affairs. Also, let me again thank the faculty advisors for all the teams that have participated in this year's competition for helping guide, motivate, and prepare today's finalists. And thank you to the Economic Education team and the many board staff who organized today's event and the earlier rounds of the competition. Congratulations to all who competed.
We're now going to hear from Brian Doyle, one of the final round judges. He is the Deputy Director of the Division of International Finance at the Board. Brian helps lead the division's global macroeconomic analysis and forecast for the Board and for the Federal Open Market Committee. Brian?
Thanks so much, Jean. And this is following the chair is a kind of a tough act to follow, but I'll do my best. As Jean noted, my name is Brian Doyle. I'm in the Division of International Finance. And first, let me start by thanking all of you and the many staff who are involved in setting up and facilitating this competition and serving as judges in the different stages. In particular, I'd like to thank my fellow final round judges, Li-Shing Su and Bob Tetlow. And a special thanks to Robin Capetto, to Jean, to Isaac Akkad, to Gerald Allen and Sophia Pacheco for running the whole show. Next, congratulations to all of you. I know you worked really hard with your teammates and your faculty advisors to prepare for this. In trying to determine the final rankings, we take into account your presentations, your teamwork, your visual materials, the breadth of your knowledge and coverage that you demonstrate, references to research literature, and the responses during the Q&A. Your presentations and the Q&A sessions made our decisions as judges pretty difficult, as the quality of the teams and the extent of preparation was pretty impressive. Indeed, very little separates you from one another. You all did an outstanding job. And you did it in a time when monetary policy is really not easy. Inflation's been coming down, labor markets are cooling, though real activity has been surprisingly resilient. In short, monetary policy and the economy are both in a good place. The decisions of the actual FOMC are difficult in part because how the economy will evolve is quite uncertain. Policy could move too little and too slowly in coming down and risk a labor market that softens more, or it could move too much and too quickly only to find that inflation doesn't return to 2% on a sustainable basis. And that's even before we try to take into account the possibility of additional shocks, such as those coming from geopolitical developments. Moreover, the longer-term path of the economy as it continues to emerge from a series of shocks, it just isn't clear. Needless to say, the Federal Reserve has been a busy place, but also a pretty exciting one. But all of these challenges have been yours as well in this competition, and all of us commend you on the depth of your analysis, the clarity of your presentations, and the poise with which you answered some pretty tricky questions. Frankly, as others have noted, the economic discipline could use you. And I sincerely hope that participating in Fed Challenge has motivated you to continue to study economics. Indeed, as Laura and Neera have already made the pitch, we're especially hoping you might be interested in a career at the Federal Reserve even. Each year, the board and the reserve banks hire undergraduates as interns, and when your degree is complete, as research assistants. And as you heard earlier, these are terrific positions, which offer a chance to really be in the building where it happens and an opportunity to be exposed to cutting-edge research. All right, so you've been patient enough in waiting through me talking for what you really want to know. So I'll turn the mic back to Jean to announce the winners.
Thank you so much, Brian. Okay, congratulations again, students, for a job well done. As Chair Powell said earlier, this year more schools participated than ever before. We had a total of 119 schools representing 31 states. I want to thank you again to the judges for taking the time out of your busy schedules to ensure that this year's competition was a smashing success. And congratulations to all of the team alternates, the faculty advisors, and parents who provided their support. You should all be exceptionally proud of all the contributions that you made to your team in preparation for this year's competition.
So, your participation in College Fed Challenge required hard work, dedication, and many hours of study and research. We hope that participating in College Fed Challenge has motivated you to continue to pursue your study of economics and that you consider a career in economics or a related field, possibly at the Federal Reserve.
Now we are going to announce the semifinalists and finalists. Region 1, Boston semifinalists. University of Connecticut Storrs, Yale University, and Harvard College. Region 2, New York semifinalists. State University of New York, Oneonta, Manhattan College, and Pace University. Region 3, Philadelphia semifinalists. Princeton University, University of Pennsylvania, and Villanova University.
Region 5, Richmond semifinalists. University of Virginia, Davidson College, Wake Forest University. Region 7, Chicago semifinalists. University of Michigan, University of Chicago, and Purdue University Fort Wayne. And the at-large region semifinalists are University of Miami, University of Dayton, and the University of California, Los Angeles.
Okay, we will now announce the 6 teams that made it to the national finals. Again, congratulations to the winners in each region. Way to go, students.
Here we go.
All right, Hands are sweating. From the Boston region, Harvard College. New York, Pace University. Philadelphia, Princeton University.
Richmond, University of Virginia. Chicago, University of Michigan. And last but not least, the at-large region, University of Miami. You ready, Jean?
I think I am, Robin. So now we're going to go to our next slide. So we're bringing it down. And now the winners of the 2024 College Fed Challenge. We'll start with the honorable mentions. Honorable mention goes to University of Miami. Honorable mention also goes to Pace University. And the third school for honorable mention, University of Michigan. Okay, Robin, take it away.
Here comes the top three. Are we ready? In third place, the University of Virginia. In second place, Harvard College. And in first place, the winner is Princeton University.
Hey, everybody.
Yay.
The fireworks, no drum rolls, but
Yep.
what a fantastic competition. All I can say is congratulations again to all the students who participated. We will be in touch with you to supply your team's Q&A videos. And winners, please send an email to fedchallenge@frb.gov. I'll say that again. Send an email to fedchallenge@frb.gov and provide the name and address to where you'd like your trophy sent.
At 2 p.m. today, a press release announcing this information will be posted on the Federal Reserve's website and our social media channels.
Thank you again, Chair Powell and Brian Doyle, for joining us today. Have a wonderful afternoon and a wonderful rest of the school year, students. We do hope to see you in February at the Fed Challenge Open House. Registration details will be sent out soon. On behalf of the board's economic education team, we thank you for competing in this year's College Fed Challenge, and we hope to see you next year. Thank you again for all of your hard work and your time today. Thank you so much.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.